What's up, YouTube? So I finally decided to do a narrated battle, and this is against SirRobX from the GameFAQs forum. So he leads off of his Acceligore, I lead off of my Rhydon, hoping to set up Stealth Rocks, and he uses Final Gambit. And at the time, I wasn't paying attention, so I didn't see him use Final Gambit, and I was like, why am I losing my health? What did he do? Why is he gone? But I live and I managed to set up my rocks, and he's probably sad. He sends out his Gengar to revenge kill me, and I couldn't really switch because there's nothing else that could really take a shadow ball. So I just let Rhydon take the hit. He did his job anyways. He was supposed to set up Stealth Rock, and he did. I sent out my Starmie, hoping to OHKO his Gengar with a Stab Surf, but he switches into his Zoroark. But that still works out for me as I managed to knock it out. He sends out his Jolteon, and I predicted a T-Bolt, so I decided to switch out my Starmie and into my Weezing because it's more specially defensive based. It actually worked out really well. I managed to live with more than half my health. Black Sludge of course recovers a bit more, and I go off the Pain Split to hopefully recover more health, but he switches out to his Gengar. And sadly, I actually lost health instead of gain, but again, Black Sludge for the win. He uses T-Bolt on me again. I still don't know why he switched, and I just use Flamethrower because Will-O-Wisp isn't going to help me, and I just really wanted damage on it. And he finishes off my Weezing, and I'm like, whatever. So I decide to send back out my Starmie because I know I'm faster. And if he switches, that's fine. I'll just weaken something else, but he doesn't, and I managed to get a useless crit, but oh well. He sends back out his Jolteon, and I'm like, he's probably gonna go with the T-Bolt again, but I'm fearing a Shadow Ball, so I didn't want to switch to my Mew, so I let Starmie take the hit. Sadly, it was a T-Bolt, so I lost my Starmie, but Starmie did its job. It got 2 kills instead of 1, and I sent out my Mew. Mew takes the T-Bolt like a champ, even though it has no special defense investment, and I used Psyshock. Unfortunately, it lived with just a bit, but whatever. I could tank another T-Bolt if I wanted to, and thankfully he didn't get the Para Hacks on me, and I didn't want to risk it, so I used Aura Sphere. So that knocks out his Jolteon, making me have 3, and he has 2 left. He sent out his Infernape, and I thought I'd be faster, but no. I guess he also ran Timid, because this is a Timid Mew. It should be faster, but whatever. He uses Flare Blitz, knocking out my Mew, and I send out my Coffin. Now this is a really key, well, not really yet, but it's a really key play right now, as he uses Flare Blitz, doing nothing to me, and I just laugh at him, tanking all his hits, and use Nightshade, eventually whittling him down to nothing. He uses Flare Blitz again, so I'm thinking he's probably Choice Scarfed. I think that's why he outsped my Mew. Not sure. But Nightshade knocks him out, and then he's down to his last Pokemon while I just recover with lefties. He sends out his Gyarados, and this is where the key play happens. As soon as Gyarados hits me. So he uses Waterfall. I thought he'd go with Dragon Dance, but I guess he didn't, and I used Will-O-Wisp. But I feared that if he attacked I would have died, but again, Coffin is pro like that. So burned him, he lost half his strength now, and I again feared he was going to use Dragon Dance, but he didn't. He tried again with Waterfall, and I barely lived, and I used Haze hoping he was using Dragon Dance, but I guess that's not happening. And this is what surprised me. He used Rest. I don't really see that on Gyarados, so that never occurred in my head, but whatever. I also used Rest because I thought he was going to knock out my Coffin, but oh well, we're both at full HP. Can't really do anything to each other, so I decided to go with Will-O-Wisp because this doesn't run Sleep Talk. He uses Dragon Tail. I'm not sure why. I guess he just got sick of my Coffin. So that brings up my Sloth. This is just the amazing part right here. Because of Mummy, I'm able to get rid of Slay King's Traunt ability, or is it Traunt or is it Truant? Whatever. That gets rid of his ability, and now he's able to attack every turn like a boss with his awesome strength and his awesome speed, and thus winning me the match. So, thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll narrate more battles in the future.